All right, boys, we are on the air. Now, I know nobody's here, but I'm just going to keep talking for a bit anyway. Let's see. Yes, my channel. My channel. Hey, we got one in. Just starting to share the link around if anyone else wants to come in and hang out. Invite some people out. We'll have some good chill. So, a question for you. Thoughts on the Smash Direct yesterday? I didn't watch it live, but I saw I guess all the highlights and stuff. Ken was a good choice to kind of match up with Ryu for Street Fighter. Um, Incineroar was an interesting choice, but he also makes sense in terms of his fighting style and stuff. I think they implemented him well. Piranha Plant was just a shot in the dark. Honestly, would have expected Waluigi before Piranha Plant, but you know what? We're here. World of Light looks great. Looks like it'll be a really fun mode that'll probably end up playing almost as religiously as I did the Subspace Emissary. Um, yeah, overall, really impressed with the Smash Direct. The DLC will obviously be nice, and they're gonna create all the characters from scratch as well, rather than just recreating characters, which is obviously good. I'm excited for Smash. I'm excited for it to come out, and I think it's early December, right? And it's supposed to come out, so it's just over a month away. Kirby is best Smash character and Sakurai's child. Personally, I like the Fire Emblem characters just because I think they look the coolest. But I also really like Fox. Um, Fox is one of my favorite characters as well. So, looks like we've got a few people in here, so I guess we'll just give you a nice little catch up on how we did in our first season. So we finished, I believe, third in the Atlantic with Artemi Panarin being our leading point getter and Gustav Nyquist being our leading goal scorer. We also have our man Dylan Durapo, a medium elite center. It's just saying that because he was the only one to survive the taboo thing. Yeah, I was like, of course Kirby does because he's created by Sakurai, right? It would be kind of cool if it was like kind of a group of characters instead of forcing you into Kirby like the Brawl Subspace Emissary. But I'm fine with unlocking other characters as we go and stuff like that. But yeah, Dylan Durapo, first season, 33 points, 16 goals. I don't think that's too bad for like a 79 overall in the second line. I feel like he did pretty good. We ended up acquiring Roman Yossi from Nashville close to the trade deadline and then signed him to an 8-year, $6.25 million extension. Takes him all the way to age 37. So what team did you make? We are the Forest Lawn Killer Unicorns. That is our team. It was an expansion mode using the custom rosters, the newest rosters, and yeah. Oh, we didn't finish third. Sorry, we finished second, 100 points in our first season. So there you go. At the same time, I'm fine with starting off with Kirby because he's a great character for newcomers. Yeah, exactly, Cody. Kirby's a good choice for new players to kind of get into the feel of how Smash games work. You easily could have chosen like Mario or something like that, but once again, Kirby isn't a hard character to learn. In the NHL playoffs, we lost in 7 games to the Winnipeg Jets in round number 1. Who ended up making it to the Stanley Cup Finals and then losing to the Washington Capitals in 6 games for their second straight Stanley Cup. And in the AHL, Milwaukee defeated the Belleville Senators 4-3 to win their Calder Cup. Oh yes, also our goaltenders. Goaltenders, we have Grubauer and one more guy. Where is Forest Lawn? Forest Lawn is a small town in Alberta. I believe it's got a population of like 8,000 people. Oh, geez, Grubauer's the only guy who played. That doesn't look right. Where's our other guy? Did we trade him? No, Kincaid played some games. Unless Kincaid just isn't on the roster. Like, he's still... Ah, that might be it, because Kincaid is an RFA. Maybe that's it. Yeah, he's still an RFA. Or UFA. First one, Killer Unicorns. We'd killer for the playoffs. You're forgetting the unicorns parts, Jeremy, but, you know, we're here. So, also in our first year, we ended up drafting a franchise goaltender, Nikita Semenov, in the second round. He was just kind of a throwaway pick, you know, see if it works. So, hopefully he works. I'm giving him some time in the AHL. Didn't do too bad in the AHL, but he did kind of struggle in Russia. So, we'll see how it goes. So, with $7 million in cap space, our UFAs, are Keith Kincaid and yeah, a bunch of guys like Jesper Fast, JT Brown, Jensen, who I think we picked off waivers, Yurko, and Melchiori. Now, a bunch of these guys I wanted for the AHL squad, but you know, they're kind of replaceable. And then we also have a whole bunch of RFAs as well. Once again, a bunch of these guys are in the AHL squad, so no big deal if we lose them. But I would like to go through them and just start to kind of fire away at them, right? So, centers. Audette, don't need Audette. We got a bottom six here. Volk, don't need him. Antropov, probably low elite, but we'll see how it goes. We'll leave him unsigned for now, just because we have a lot of prospects. Liar. Yeah, I guess I'll just offer these guys contracts. They're not asking for too much anyway, so... And I don't think we'll be making any big splashes in free agency, so... I don't think it's that big of a deal. But I do know that our minor league team is pretty loaded in terms of players on the roster, so... Kirkland, don't know anything about him, so we'll just release him. I don't think he's that good anyway. But he is what he is. Fast, I would like to re-sign, because he did succeed pretty well with us. We'll try to get him on 2.5 for 2 years. That doesn't sound too bad. And Brown does want to re-sign, so 2.3 though. I don't like that number. As for the World Cup, I could give you all of the draft classes from Jeremy and Marchand's got screenshots of all of it, I believe. If the leagues are active, that would be kind of cool. I guess it would work pretty well. But yeah, message me about it after the stream, and we'll go from there. So we're just going to get a whole bunch of these guys signed. Zachary Senyshyn. Hopefully Senyshyn works out for us. Blandisi, I don't think we ended up using Blandisi. Fashing, same for Fashing. Lipon, it's a mistake signing him. And, ooh, we do have a low elite here in Popov. And I guess we'll sign him, give him some time in the AHL. Yeah, defenseman, don't need Jensen. Don't think we ever used him anyway. Lindholm, he'll be good for the AHL squad. If anything else. Melchior does not want to re-sign. Alright, fair enough. England, we're getting some notifications on Discord, but that's okay. And Thomas, yeah, just sign all these guys for the AHL squad. And we have a low top 4 in Jeremy Byzantine. But we're going to see how it goes from there. Right. Try to trade for Dominic Cahoon. He may be expensive, but I think he could be good on your team. Yeah, I just muted notifications there, Sean. Don't worry. Goaltenders, Kincaid. How much does Kincaid want? 1.5? Yeah, I'll sign him to 1.5. That's not bad for 1 year. Give Allmark another year in the AHL. Give Semenov some time. Free agents are going to sign for franchise. If you have the Legend Edition to go after me because wall made myself. Well, there's no Jeremy May, unfortunately, in this game. In this roster update. Oh, looks like Kincaid wasn't happy with his ice time or something. How David Kosh is developing a medium top 9 in the Flyer system, but his offensive stats. Alright, I will go take a look at David Kosh, or Koshe, whatever. I wish there was roster sharing in this, man. Oh well. Who are we looking for? Philadelphia, there we go. He'd be in the Flyers system. I don't even know if he's in here. Gibbons. No, he's not on the Flyers. See if we can player search. Koshe or whatever. Search. Any players show up? Hey, there he is. Oh, he is on the Flyers. Well, I don't know why he wasn't showing up then. So David Kosh, 70 overall, somewhere around there, 22 years old. Yeah, Sergei Gonchar. One of our big scouts, I guess, or maybe not big scouts. 5th round pick. He looks like he'd probably be somewhere like mid-70s. Very well-rounded personality, meshes well with any room. Not too bad. Not on the trading block, but yeah, a minor scoring forward at that. We do have the Fog of War on, so he's probably not exactly 70 overall. He's probably like 73, 74, 75. But we'll see. Alright, so Keith Kincaid was not happy with the money he was getting, so I'm going to offer him the same thing again, see if he accepts. See what he says. Maurice Fucali, Tom Chichu. Oh yeah, I signed all my scouts. Oh, frick. I thought that was a frickin' scout thing. Hold on, boys. Goalies. Here we go. Keith Kincaid. What if we offer him exactly what he wants? It's not like we're losing that much money every day. Fog of War sucks, IMO. Yeah, it's... I felt that I could impact the NHLS more if I was given a chance to play. Alright, well, you know what? You played like 20 games or something like that. If you don't like playing 20 games, 16 games, you probably could have played more, but whatever. Sorry, Kincaid. Alright. Oh yeah, Nyquist had like 9 points in the playoffs. He had like a hat trick in one game, and it was crazy. Fog of War sucks. It's not that great, but it is what it is. That's really all I can say about that. So we got $4 million in cap space. And I would like to get another right winger. 4.5 million. Zuccarello definitely won't sign for that much. Dadonov, though. Maybe I could entice Evgeny Dadonov onto the roster. How far did you get in the year 1 playoffs? We lost in the first round to 7 games. Evgeny Dadonov. I've literally got his jersey hung up right now in with my nice shirts and other jerseys and stuff like that. I've literally got Dadonov's jersey. It could happen. Look at that. 30 goals, 60 points, a perennial. Like, look at that. 28 goals, 30 goals. I don't know, boys. That's pretty enticing right there. Somewhere around 85 overall. Probably is 85 overall. We lost to Winnipeg. There, Jeremy. Who do we see? Anders Lee, though. Anders Lee, 5.8 million. Yeah, that's too expensive, unfortunately. Taylor Hall somehow made it to free agency. Wants 10 million. Good luck with that. Jordan Eberle. I originally wanted to go for Eberle, but we ended up going for Panarin instead. He's a power forward who doesn't put up points. How many points did he have last year? Yeah, 41 points. I think Dadonov would be the better option here. So, he wants 4.9. So maybe I could clear up some cap here. Maybe I clear up cap by going to propose trade. Take like that liar guy, because I offered him like 2 million or something, didn't I? Something stupid like that. Because I was like, oh yeah, he won't. Okay, 1.225. That should be enough though, right? Either Liar or De La Rose. One of the two. I think we'll trade Liar just because he's older. Or, actually, Paul Byron. Because he's got a decently hefty contract for the next 3 years, right? I don't know if any team will take that contract, though. It's the only problem. Liar or Byron. You know what? Let's try to trade Byron. We can get depth forwards anywhere. Maybe like Anaheim. Let's see. No, don't like anything there. There's a lot of guys who we know nothing about. Celeric, no. We're just looking for like a Scott Wilson almost. You know? Defensive, kind of, well, maybe not defensive, but, oh yeah, I guess Scott Wilson is a two-way forward. Kind of defensive, decently responsible player, nothing special, but he gets the job done, right? See, I wonder if this would go through 1-for-1. All right, it did. Try to get Kampf. Let's make sure Kampf is still in Chicago, actually. Let's see, that's Dominic Cahoon. Oh, he's got medium top 6 potential. Is that true? Maybe I'll have to scout him then. Yeah, not trading for him at that potential, though. Kampf. What position is he? Don't call him mine. Ooh, Jonathan Toews. 86 overall. That's rough. Yeah, I guess Kampf, he might have gone to free agency. Probably. So I could see if he's in free agency and then try to sign him. We already went through the draft, Jeremy. I can't remember who was picked 3rd overall, but yeah. So we're gonna look for centers, and we're gonna look for that guy's 1 letter away from being anal. I just see Nick Backstrom. He is in here. I didn't even notice him. Nick Backstrom decides to go to free agency. Interesting. Alright, so let's see. Is Kampf in free agency? Sam Gagne is in free agency. Gergensons, Granlund. Let's see. Lots of Johnsons. There he is, Kampf. Okay. Nick Backstrom, do you still rack up the assists in 19? I will be sure to take a look. But Kampf, I guess we do need a good center, maybe. How much caps we got? We got 6 million? Alright, that's not bad. We'll offer him, I don't think 1 million is too bad. 1 million 1 year. And we'll sort by overall. Backstrom, best center on the market, and 51 assists. So that's not bad. Alright, so who did I say we want to go for? Dadonov, right? Yeah. So Dadonov, he wants 4.975 for 6 years. I'd rather give him 5 years, but then give him like 5.5 million, right? That's what I'm thinking. We have 6.5 million in cap? We have exactly 6.5 million in cap. All right. So I think I'd be more comfortable with that. All right, does that sound good? 5.5 by 5 for Dadonov, somewhere around 85 overall. Pretty sure he's either like 84 or 85 overall. Unless he's like started to decline already, which would suck. But I don't think that's that bad of a deal. Go down to 4 years? How much does he want at 4 years? Yeah, he's gonna want like 6 million, which we don't really have space for, especially because we just offered a contract to Camp. So might not have the cap space for both. And I don't want to micromanage too much, right? And I mean, we can trade these guys if they really start to go down, too, right? Like Yossi could probably trade in his last year. Dadonov could probably trade in his last year. Stuff like that. Oh, yes. Do we need another goalie? I could probably take a minor league goalie once the rest of these guys sign. We'll see if there are any prospects that dropped. 23, Duclair. Yeah, he wants like 1.8 million, though. Doesn't look like there's any prospects. Ilya Lyubushkin. Probably take him at some point. Zikov. Yeah, doesn't look like there's anyone important. And for goaltenders, Holtby is in free agency. Crawford is in free agency. Talbot once again enters free agency. Absolutely insane. Robin Lehner, Craig Anderson, Jimmy Howard, Jacob Markstrom. Jeez, man, these guys do not like re-signing goaltenders. Koskinen. The Oilers lost every single goaltender in their freaking core within like 2 years. 2 off seasons. That's all it took. The year 0 and year 1. All right. So I think I'm okay with Linus Allmark as our backup, and then just having Semenov run with it in the minor league. So Camp accepted, and let's hope we have enough space to sign Dadonov. And yes, Dadonov has accepted. Sign number 19. Get Holtbeast. Yeah, we don't have the space for Holtbeast. Not with the guys we got on our team right now, anyway. Because I think we've got like about 24 cents in cap space. Mikko as a unicorn. Well, he'd probably be in the minors, right? Let's see. He probably hasn't accepted a contract yet, right? Mikko, yeah, 1.225. We'll give him what he wants. All right, Mikko Koskinen. Give him what he wants. It's either him as a unicorn and then Olamark as a spooky boy, or the other way around. All right, so Koskinen joined the team. Not so bad. I think we might have a decently good team here. Teams really want Lucas Pisa. Hold on. Maybe Lucas Pisa is a way to clear up cap. Because he's on a decently expensive contract, too, I think. Beach Ball Forsberg? No, there's absolutely... Jeez, pardon me. Absolutely no way I'm signing Anton Forsberg. Only Forsberg I would sign is Peter. Let's see. Defenseman. People want Spiza. The guy I'd get would be that Russian guy who is somewhere. There he is. Ilya Lyubushkin. But I don't know anything about him, so. And he's right-handed. I think Spies is left anyway, so it doesn't matter. I mean, Jay Bomeister wants $3 million, but yeah, that won't help us out. Trevor Daley, he's left-handed. He could be a cheaper replacement. Get him at like 1.25, and then just trade away Spiza. Because Spiza is left-handed, right? Or he should be. If not, then I just did something really dumb. Let's see. Defenseman. Spiza, he's 80 overall. Okay, yeah, he's left-handed. So we're saving like $1 million just by giving him somewhere else. Right, and what was it? The Rangers wanted him? I'll give him to the Rangers. I'd rather get a prospect, but I could probably get a good prospect with the second anyway. So that's no big deal. Go for the Rangers second for Lucas Spiza, and I think, what did I say, like a fifth? Should probably do. We'll go through. No, it won't. All right. Well, gave it a go. Nashville's fourth. We'll go through. No, it won't. All right. Then we'll go for Boston second instead of the Rangers second. So you don't get him. Yeah, I don't know his overall. He's probably like 75 overall. Like a minor defenseman or something like that. Actually, this could probably go through one-on-one. Yep. All right. That'll do. All right. So we freed up some cap space for Trevor Daley. And I think that'll be the last free agent that I want to sign for this season. We've got 4 goaltenders. We got tons of players. Trevor Daley has accepted. Worst case scenario, he's like a 7th D. But Lucas Spiza for a second definitely isn't that bad. Probably could have finagled them to get them to get me there first, but after all that finagling and the expansion draft and free agency and whatnot, I just want to win a cup as a unicorn. You can send out your scouts to scout Libu. I do it. Trevor might work out. I don't think we can send our scouts out to free agency. So what we could do is, now that it's the regular season, we could sign him, put him in the minors. If you trade Spiza, you're never winning a cup. Well, we're never winning a cup. That's okay. We got Trevor Daley on the roster. We'll be fine. All right, guys. So what we could do is we'll just sign Lyubushkin to a minor league deal, and then just kind of have him in the minors. And if he doesn't work out, he doesn't work out, right? So he's not our 6th defenseman. He's like our 9th or 10th. What did we say? 73. He was around. Hey, David Booth. Devin Setaguchi. I remember him. All right. Oh yeah, Oscar Muller. Doesn't he put up like 60 points in a season or something like that? Screw it, I'm signing Oscar Muller. 1 year. All right, and then Ilya Lyubushkin. I love my KHL defenders. All right, 1 year. We've got $2 million in cap space. I don't really think there's any risk in putting him on the roster, especially in the minors. Let's see. Any goaltenders to make it through? Could get Cam Talbot or Robin Lehner as kind of insurance. What do you think, boys? Get stat growth if used right. Get Lehner. I do like Talbot, but Lehner might not be that bad of a decision. 1.8 million, probably sign him for like 1.75. Screw it, let's try it. Talbot sucks. All right, so now we got 5 goaltenders. We could probably go frickin' Setaguchi as well, just for fun. Put him in the minors. Kosala, that name sounds really familiar. Kali Kosala. Interesting. Who's this? Oh, CJ Smith. Kirby Reichel. Nathan Walker, the Aussie. Bunting, Jones, Casper. Oh, he's probably a right winger. Sign Erat. I think Erat retired actually this past off season, so he wouldn't be able to grab him, unfortunately. I think he retired year 1. Could get Landon Ferrara, though. Cannot seem to find Setaguchi. Oh, there he is, Devin Setaguchi. Yep, sign him for the minors. That will do plenty. So no Erat Goat for the Unicorns, unfortunately. Talbot sucks. Take Laner. Alright. So we already signed Laner, I guess, so we offered him a contract. Hopefully he'll come in. Yes, he will. And Labushkin accepted, and Setaguchi has accepted, and Oscar Moeller has accepted. Alright, so what do we do here? Put Oscar Moeller on the first line and name him captain? Is that our plan here? Oscar Moeller stealing freaking time from ice time from like Artemi Panarin. Maybe put him on the second line with Durapo and Nyquist. I don't think that'd be that bad of an idea. Alright. So let's see what we can do here. Duchesne, Durapo, Sutter, and Smith. Yeah, that makes pretty good sense, I think. Unless we trade off Jamel Smith for Camp. Maybe we do that. I'm gonna hop on. Hey, Sar. Hope you're having a good day, bud. Just doing some franchise, some French fries and chill. With our Forest Lawn Killer Unicorns. Muller in second line, first line PP on the right wing. That could work. We'll do some work here. I don't think we need anyone more than Scott Wilson. Fix your lines under the minimum skater limit. Oh, we gotta call some guys back up. Right wingers, Zadonov, Nyquist, fast, and would have to call up a guy then, wouldn't we? Oh yeah, that'd be Oscar Moeller. There you go. There, that works out well. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so 13 skaters in the AHL, but that's fine. Or 13 forwards. Cody Smith is right-handed. Habs are losing, so... Has Kotkaniemi scored like a hat trick yet or something like that? I don't know. Did he score 1 goal or 2 goals against Washington? So I knew he scored the 1 goal, but I didn't know if he scored another one or not. Anyway, so Lyubushkin looks like he'll be around 73. He scored 2? Oh, well, good. There you go. So Carlson and Yossi, I think, will probably end up being our first line. And then second line, Ekholm Larson, and then Petrovic Daly on our third line. That's why I said he could play right wing. Okay, yeah, fair play to you there, Cody. And then Lindholm, Englund, Lyubushkin, Thomas, Brandon, just to kind of fill out the roster there. And then goaltenders, we have 5 goaltenders. Robin Lehner comes up. Oh, boy. And then maybe we trade away Ullmark, or we trade away Koskinen. Because we don't have injuries on, right? Sar, we are the Forest Lawn Killer Unicorns. Yanni Gord. Speaking of Yanni Gord, don't we have him somewhere around here? Or did we trade him? Probably traded him. Nope, he's still here. 82 overall. Nice. Okay. So yeah, we got to find someone to trade here, whether it's Ullmark, Koskinen, Semenov, or maybe we just kind of keep Lehner, Grubauer, and then the best guy stays. I mean, Grubauer is on the more expensive contract, but, you know, maybe we'll see. We'll see. We'll just keep Ullmark. Actually, maybe we... It's a fantasy draft game? Expansion draft, yeah. Also, YouTube is annoying. Okay. Ullmark, Koskinen, and then Semenov. All right. Goalie maybe a prospect tendy like a Ville Husso. Well, we do have a prospect goaltender in Nikita Semenov, right? He's our franchise goaltender. So I don't think we need another prospect goaltender, but I could trade for like for a prospect in another area like defense where we're kind of weak. Something like that, right? Let's Detroit scored, so free curly fries for everyone. Hey! Alright. So, Oscar Muller can go on the second line with Durapo Nyquist, Dadonov, Duchesne, Panarin. Sounds pretty lit to me. Yanni Gourde. Hopefully you're not in a contract here. And you're not. Perfect. I can name him the captain because Seaman. Captain Seaman. Actually, I think my franchise goaltender was in the second round as well. So there you go. See, Gourde, Sutter, Wilson. Now we'll go fast. And then I think Jenner, Camp, Wilson makes sense. All right. Defense, pretty standard. You know how it is. And then special teams, we're going to put Dadonov on the right side, Nyquist down there, and then left wing elite winger Oscar Muller. Just hope Semenov doesn't bust. Yeah, I hope he doesn't bust, but I mean, he's a decent overall, especially for an 18-year-old. It's not like he's like 49 overall or something like that, because generally I do trade those ones, but yeah. Can't spell. Well, your spelling was perfect in that message. Yeah, I've had a couple of franchise goals, especially in NHL 18, just because they were such a low overall. I've had a couple of franchise goaltenders bust on me. I drafted like 3 franchise goaltenders in the same draft, though. It's like 10th, 20th, and then like 200th overall. It's crazy. Anyway. So I think we have our lines set out for this season. Let's just sim up to December 1st. We'll try to power through a season here. Walter Warner. All right. $77 at 24. Oof. That's rough. Hopefully Semenov gets some good growth in the AHL. Oh, I should make sure he's actually playing in the AHL too. That is something I should do. Sign your pro and amateur scouts? No. I have it on auto, so I'm just letting them do their thing. Alright. Okay, edit lines. Gotta make sure our prospects are getting some time here. HL Senishin. Yansky is a guy, but he's not a prospect, so gotta get Popov in there. Just gonna give him first line. No, second line time. Sorry, Seth Griffith. Oops. There we go. Ricky Horliuk Mikus. I don't think we have any center prospects anyway. Actually, that's a lie. We have at least one. And his name is Vishnevsky. He's low elite. Gotta make sure he's in there. And then Ordos can get taken out for Jakobsen. He's a bottom 6. It's 2 OP to make Galley 87 overall. Yes, Gallagher is not a first line forward. I'd pit him at like probably high second. Not like 87 overall first line forward anyway. 85 probably at the highest. Because I mean, to be 85, you gotta have like 90s in every stat. Let's be real here. Unless Galley... Yeah, Galley would be Gallagher, right? Because you're talking about Habs. Oh yeah, because Galchenyuk would be Chucky. Never mind. Alright, so I think everything is fine there. Ilya Lyubushkin will be the top line right D. That makes sense. And we'll put Semenov in here. Which we think he's 58 overall, but we could be completely wrong on that. Alright. Okay, now let's get Sim into December. See how far we get. See how well or how terribly we do. And then trade Robin Lehner for a first. And then have Minnesota win the lottery again. So our first game was a loss. I remember our first season, we started the season like 1-5-0 or something like that. Or like, no, it was like 0-1-4. They just had a draft rankings. Just should be upped after his start. I believe in my custom rosters, I put him up to high top 4, and I did the same for Sami Niku. So it looks like we got a franchise player here in Cademan Clark. And then Oli Karanen is elite. Got a couple of medium elites. We got a high top 9 in Bernd Pjelmer, though we could end up being a high top 6 instead of a high top 9. But you never know until, he's drafted. Other than that, we got a guy who could be high elite in Damon Wild. Any low elites? Potentially Solovyov or Vili Koskinen, which actually wouldn't be that bad of a pick because we do need a couple of right wingers. But we'll see. All right, we'll see about it. We'll wait a few months for Central Scouting to kind of figure itself out, and we'll go from there. Trade for that Clark dude. We do have Duchesne as our first line center, which isn't bad, but a good, because Clark was a center, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was. If he's not, then I'm going to sound completely stupid here. But we do have a first line center, and we've also got Durapo as well, who's going to grow and become our franchise center. So I don't think we need Clark, but I could trade, I don't know, I could trade Duchesne for like some prospect or something like that, though. At the end of the day, I could do it. Or I could trade Nyquist or Dadonov or something like that. But so far, looks like moving him to the wing is an option. Yeah, that's true, but we also don't have a lot of assets. This is year 2 of a... year 2? Yeah, this is year 2 of an expansion mode franchise, so we don't have a lot of assets to work with. Especially a lot of valuable assets that we could use to trade up to a first overall pick. Especially if we're going to play like we are, above 500, maybe pushing for playoffs. Right, with like a 16th overall. But you never know. We could pull off like a first 2 seconds and something else, I don't know, to trade up. Maybe trade one of those low elite prospects or something like that. But in any case, at December 1st, we are 12-9-2. Carlson is leading the way with 18 points, and we are in a pretty big race here for the wild card, which is currently at 27 points. So 1 point out of a wild card spot. But we're 6th in the division. Just see how our individual skaters are doing. And actually, we'll take a look at our team stats here. So we're scoring at a clip of 2.3. Not good enough, to say the least. I mean, Nashville's only scoring at 2.1, so guess I really shouldn't complain. But we are only letting in 2.22 goals per game, which isn't bad in that sense. Our power play is actually at a decently impressive 22.6, so it's our 5-on-5 that's killing us. And our penalty kill is an 87.8, which isn't bad either. Scouting system for NHL 19 too tedious. Yeah, I do find it kind of tedious, which is why I've just kind of left it to auto. Just kind of let the scouts do their work, and then I do the actual decision making. But man, we are not scoring any goals at all. Panarin's leading the way with 7 goals in 23 games. Nyquist and Dadonov each have 6. Durapo's got 5. I think he's almost leading the way. Yeah, he's leading the way for forwards, which is nice. But looks like he's already a second line forward. No benefit to actually doing it. I mean, you probably could find gems decently easily, but it is what it is, right? So we have to make some changes to our 5-on-5 lines here. I think we start with 73 overall Oscar Muller. He's got 3 goals, 2 assists, sorry. Not too bad of a start. He is a +2, so can't really be too happy with his production. And Yanni Gourde has dropped down to 81, which I'm not a fan of either. So maybe two-way forward for Yanni Gourde. Oscar Muller is also a two-way forward. Maybe we could like switch these two for a little bit. See, the problem is I do want Muller to play with offensive forwards. If he's going to succeed, then he's got to play with offensive forwards, right? So we could do like Muller, Duchesne, Dadonov. So we have a two-way forward, playmaker, sniper, and then Durapol can play with two bona fide snipers in Panarin and Nyquist. These lines working out? Jeez, no. Third line is not working out. Maybe we switch Scott Wilson and Jesper Fast. Do something like that. Yossi and Carlson could use maybe a breakup. And our third line is definitely not working out. So we got to do some big changes here. So I think maybe putting Yossi and Larson together. Ekholm, Carlson, and then just kind of leaving Daly and Petrovic to hopefully just kind of get better. Oscar Muller, offensive awareness. 86. Yeah, that could have been just through, like, regression and stuff as well, though. It's possible. But, I don't know. Good thing is we've only got him signed for 1 year, so if he doesn't end up working out, he doesn't end up working out. Right? Let's see how these guys are doing in the minors as well. Carlson is starting to do not too bad. Semenov could end up making the roster next year for sure. Lyubushkin is 76 overall. Could still grow. Says he's a depth defender, so maybe we bring him up for a playoff run. Right? His defensive stats aren't too bad. 85, 82, 83. Petrovic is probably better. Yeah, Petrovic is better. Daly is 78 overall. He's not much better than what Lyubushkin could bring. So maybe there's something to that. And see how our goalies are doing down here. Koskinen not doing too good in terms of save percentage, but his goals against average is there. And then our other guy, Semenov, yeah, he's doing pretty good. And he's jumped up to 61 overall. Doing decently well. He could probably take the starting reins in a couple of years from now. Grubauer, doing really well. And same goes for Robin Lehner. I mean, I know he's only played 4 games, but 120 saves. 1.97 goals against average with 937 save percentage. No shutouts, but not too shabby. The captain is growing already. That's a great sign. Captain Semenov. All right. So maybe you're right. Maybe Lehner was a pretty good sign. But anyway, we made some changes. Probably shouldn't have changed anything up on defense, but you know, it's good to change things up anyway, just kind of keep things fresh. So I think with the next sim, we're just going to get straight to the trade deadline. Just kind of hammer away. And if we do start to drop a lot of games, maybe you start to take a look at changing up the roster again, seeing who's available, maybe swap some guys out. But for now, let's get some good chilling going, boys. And I don't have a pop or anything here, do I? I gotta finish this Pepsi. Flat Pepsi, very nice. And it doesn't look like my line changes have worked out too well, unfortunately. So we're just going to stop the sim there. Yeah. We can't go 1-1, right? If we're going to make the playoffs and we're not going to be like 15th in the league, or like, sorry, 15th, or seed 9 or whatever, 9th place in the conference. If we're going to make the playoffs, is what I'm trying to say. I can't think of words right now. But if we're going to make the playoffs, we can't be going 1-1. Right? So, I think I'm going to go to Habs game. That's when the Habs game. Price got injured for a season. Yes, Price is going to get a slap shot right to the middle of the mask. And he's going to be out for 5 months. Delicious flat Pepsi. Yum. All right. Could probably give the reins right over to Semenov right now, actually. I mean, Koskinen has absolutely no value, though. Like, Allmark has more value, so maybe we give away Allmark instead. We'll give him back to Buffalo. 2020 first round pick. Hey, they got Luukkonen. Thanks. Buffalo Sabres. I don't know. Game's looking into some stuff, and let's see who is on the block at the moment. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I was gonna have the completely wrong thing. We'll just take a look around the NHL, see who's available. See if there are any NHL players. Spezza, 0.750. That's not bad for an 80 overall, bottom 6 forward, 1 year. Do you know that if you want to find a player that fits a team, we can use a player search feature? Yeah, I could use a player search feature. I do like using this, though, just because I am a purist. And I am very not used to the thing. I brought it back from last gen, and I'm loving it. This game, then an Isles game in Nassau, and a Brooklyn Nets game. So we could go for James Neal. He could be a guy. 85 overall, 32 years old. We need more scoring. Maybe we do this. Maybe we bring James Neal to the roster. I don't know anything about that guy. He's probably not that good. Carolina, Anisimov is always on the block because he sucks. Joe Thornton's on the block from Dallas. Tyson Barrie for Detroit. We don't really need more defenders, though. Yeah, not when we can get a forward to help out our scoring. Edmonton, Lucic. Yeah, definitely not getting Lucic. How many years left is he on the contract? 3 years left. Oof. Jakob Forsbacka Karlsson? Could be something we take a look at. Owen Tippett. Decided to have Fog of War on a casual game. Usually I have the Fog of War off for player type and overall, but I decided to kind of go a little bit pure for this mode. Could do Jason Pominville, but he's on a $2 million contract, and that's not too good. Van Riemsdyk just makes everything harder. Yeah, I mean, I guess that is the point, though, right? It's supposed to make like your decisions kind of more worthwhile and a higher chance of things like not working out. And I can turn stuff off and on if need be. Jordan Eberle? No, don't need Jordan Eberle. I mean, you could use Jordan Eberle, but, you know, whatever. Zach Smith, yes. Zach Smith, 84 overall. Very nice. Myers, Ginny. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any NHL players here. Radish, Timashov, Vancouver. Viega, no. TJ Oshie is on the block. Maybe we trade up. Dadonov for Oshie. How much are we paying? How much are we paying Dadonov? I forgot how much we paid him. We paid him like almost $6 million, didn't we? 5.5. So we'd be 5 years left, same term, but I think Oshie's older by like 2 or 3 years, right? Yeah, he's 33, so it doesn't make sense to do that. Never mind. Winnipeg. Oops. They want to give up. I think they're giving up rookies, right? Yeah, they're giving up like Christian Vesalainen, Mason Appleton. Actually, Mason Appleton is a third line center. He's a top 6 forward. I mean, he is making some money, but heard JVR. JVR is. What team did JVR go to? Frank, what team is he on? Is he on Philly? Maxim Sushko. Yeah, he did go back to Philly. All right. I completely forgot that he signed in Philadelphia again. All right, so James Van Riem's like $7 million for 3 years. So if you do that, Yanni Gourde is definitely gonna have to go. Or actually, you know what? We could take his contract. We'd have to trade our first. Probably. I don't think we have the stuff necessary to bring him over, right? Like, it's a problem with trying to get big assets like this, right? Because we don't... We could pay like 2 seconds. Boston and Forrest. 2 seconds for Van Riemsdyk and a second. Screw it. Let's see. Will it go through? Ah, no, it won't go through. See, I want to see if I can get him for 2 seconds here. Let's see. 2 seconds for Jiver and a third. Will it go through? No, it won't. Okay, so you probably won't be able to get him. Unfortunately. So I'm kind of looking for kind of cheaper players we can pick up, right? Cheap like Claude Giroux. I guess does the can you search by like on the block when you go to player search? Hold on. Let's see, player search. Watch this. Okay. Position, yeah, looking for forwards. Player role. I guess any. Player type. Guess any. And this doesn't matter. Just want to make sure that his overall is higher than 80. Guess you can't select if whether they're on the block or not, because we're gonna get a lot of forwards, right? Like every single forward above 80 overall, which is not what we want to do. So maybe we limit that to probably looking for between 80 and 83. I don't think that's that bad. It's gonna be a lot of forwards. Elias Pettersson, only 83 overall. Jeez. Curry? Oh, it's probably, yeah, that was a top pick. Never mind. Durapo. Let's see. Pettersson Mega Bust, yeah. Shum, Philip Chidel. Rask, he could be a good center for us. If we go for a center, it's going to be like an 80 overall center, right? Timo Meier, yeah, I'd like to see a lower trade value here. Someone who we can get on the cheap, but will still be effective. Maybe we go for someone like... no, definitely not going to go for Freeland. Never mind. Maybe you go for someone like Gaborik. You know, probably 78 overall. Go for someone like Pominville. Not Andrew Shaw. Not Thomas Vanek. Carpenter could get something done, probably. Colin Wilson. Joel Armia. Grabner. You know, who... Bobby Ryan. Reclaim his contract. Actually, Armia might not be that bad of an idea. I hear Sven Berchi. Don't know where he is. Doesn't appear to be here. He probably have some decent trade value, so we're gonna just kind of hold up on that. But let's trade for this. Let's trade for Armia. All right. 1 year left. We'll give up a low pick for him. Because right now we're right wingers. Dadonov, Nyquist. Then we add Armia to that fast Armia. And then we probably send someone like Scott Wilson down. Probably. Or we could send. Maybe we send down Camp and bring up Smith or something. We just start to. No, we're not trading for Brad Marchand. How much longer? Okay, you're only 1 year. So we're gonna get some good cap space freed. Not too much longer, which isn't bad. Okay. So we could probably just go like a 3rd-round pick for him. Even then, that might be overpaying, but we'll see. 3rd-round pick for Armia. No, not even a 3rd. Yeah, Sven Barcheesy. Are you looking at top chat or live chat? I am looking at live chat. Whatever's showing on the right side of the screen, I guess. You should be able to see it. As it shows up, I read it, so. You know, it is what it is. And the Vancouver Canucks signed Corey Crawford. They want to trade Corey Crawford and Thatcher Demko. Well, and they also have Braden Holtby. What the frick, Vancouver? Come on now, boys. How are you going to sign like anyone if you've got a goaltending core of Corey Crawford, Braden Holtby, and Thatcher Demko? What the hell? And you got DiPietro on the system. And then you drafted another goaltender. Tisk. Alright, so yeah. Sven Baertschi's like 86 overall. No way we're trading for Baertschi. So. Trade for Louis Eriksson. No. We might just have to deal with what we've got, and we look for talent from within. Harpy Demko is going to go to FA, and then we're going to pick him up, and he's going to be our franchise goaltender. I can see it now. Call it, boys. All right. So, I forget what I was going to do. Oh, yeah, I was going to start calling up. You know what, Tenny gets really good? Carter Hart. And he checks Discord DMs. I will in not too much longer. Actually, might stop it at the trade deadline. And then maybe sim more tomorrow or something like that, because it is starting to get kind of late. Okay, so here is what I intended to do. What I intended to do was send you something. I need help understanding it. Okay, I'll look at it after stream. So what we do is... Actually, I don't suspect... Maybe call up Anton Lindholm to replace Trevor Daley. And then just send Trevor Daley on waivers. Maybe we do that. Because, I mean, Daley isn't good. Right? I don't know. Just start to mix things up. I did want to call up Lyubushkin, though. I don't know. So I think what we'll do for now is we'll call up Jamel Smith, send down David Camp, and then probably call it a day there. Call up Senyshyn, send down someone else. I don't know. Alright, well, we'll just make that move for now, and then clear waivers. Yeah, Camp will probably clear waivers. Yeah. Alright, not too bad. Alright, so I guess we'll end it there. Alright. Yeah. I guess thanks for chilling, boys. I'll make sure to save this, and I accidentally hit edit player. And yeah, we'll see y'all soon. overwrite current file. Very nice. All right. Take her easy, boys.